Welcome to the second candle of the Elemental Advent Wreath. We are now moving into fire, and I thought it would be quite appropriate to start a bit with a little bit of incense. I lit my little incense cone. It's one of my favorites, actually. My favorite brands and my favorite scent of this brand. I can show you this. It's this brand. It's quite famous here, or commonly used here in Germany around Christmas time, actually. And it smells, or the scent is called honey, basically, or in this case, forest honey, Waldhonig. And this is a scent which is, to me is highly, I get really a lot of memories from my childhood when I smell this scent. So it's a nice way to bring in old memories in the time of Yule or in the time of Christmas. So I thought it would be quite appropriate for that. Before I will start, and as you saw by the title, it will be a bit about shamanic wisdom this time. I want to read something to you. One day I went into a church in St. Petersburg. It was a really bad day because my niece was killed in a car accident in Greenland. I needed a moment of silence. I had to gather myself. I wanted to ask the divine why it had taken my niece, although she was so young and beautiful, only 15 years old. I needed spiritual guidance. When I entered the church, it was freezing cold. Nothing felt inviting. There was no warmth coming from this place. Nobody welcomed me. I felt very lonely. And at the same time, there were people wrapped deeply in prayer. When I looked around, I got the feeling I don't belong here. But I didn't want to leave. I had to find the answer why my niece had been taken from me. But there was nobody there who could have helped me. So I went to the altar. When I stood there, I saw all the magnificent tools. I wasn't allowed to touch them. What else could I do as to get out my drum? I closed my eyes and called upon, in silence, to the divine. When I ended the ceremony, I felt at home. I was able to stand upright and with strength. I opened my eyes. There was a man standing in front of me, dressed in a long robe. He wore an impressive long beard. He looked at me. I looked at him. I touched my heart and bowed to him in gratitude because I was in his church. He said, "That was a prayer." And then he left. I didn't make a show of my prayer. I didn't want to bring other people to hear my song. I just needed to talk to my Creator, that's it. Because I was lonely and it was cold. My niece was dead. She had taken from us, from her mom, her dad, and me. I needed an answer. Why do we tend to make everything so complicated? Up in the north, you meet people who are climbing up on a hill, stand there and sing, and you listen. If you listen closely, you realize that you are a part of their prayer. You are not just simply the audience. You are a part of that prayer, just like the priest in St. Petersburg was part of mine. The elders say praying means to speak the language of the divine, and they say you will learn that language in the course of your life. I don't know how it works, but I know how everything changes if people get into deep prayer. When people get into deep prayer, the tone, the language, the I-beam, the spirit. I have often watched that with the elders. A different kind of energy was filling the room. You can feel it. Praying doesn't mean to ask the Creator for this or that. Praying means I unveil my heart to the Creator. Praying means being aware. Praying means to trace in silence what you want to say to the divine. You meditate and move the prayer inside your heart until an answer emerges. Then it's up to you to bring to life the answer you received. The divine answer to you, and now it's your responsibility to make it real. Just a few people are praying like that. Most people approach the divine like a friend who they ask for help, and they assume that this request will be fulfilled. And then they sit there until the end of their days, and wait that it will happen. They wait for a miracle, but nothing happens. The time of miracles is over. The only miracle that is left is that you are alive. Why are people waiting for miracles in vain? Why are they waiting for the accomplishment of their prayer? Because they are not moving their prayer inside their hearts. Because they don't hear the answer and don't take on a responsibility for their prayer. That is why the elders are saying a prayer without the act is worthless. If there is no walk the talk to my prayers, then they just be empty talk. Everybody can make big words, but just a few come behind and follow up their words with deeds. I sometimes myself have difficulties in doing so. Every day I struggle with myself because I don't want to belong to those who just talk and don't act. Yeah, this is the topic, the theme for this video actually. I want to dwell a bit into spirituality and in this case a bit into shamanism. I'm really a total beginner in terms of shamanism. So I just can share with you what I experienced, or in this case what I read so far and what I listened so far to. And the words you were hearing were a translation of a German book by a Greenland elder and Inuit shaman called Angaangaq. And this is also a book by him, Shamanic Wisdom for a Happy Life, 21 little rituals for the everyday life. And Angaangaq actually means the man who looks like his uncle, which I always love to hear. And this book where I translated this the story from is called To Melt the Ice Inside the Heart of Man. And it's unfortunately only published in German. I didn't find an English copy, so I thought, okay, let's give it a try and try to translate this intriguing part of the first part of the book, so the intro, the so-called intro. And I really like that, and hope to gain much more from that book, and as well as this book. As I told you, I don't know, did I told you, this is my second attempt to do this video. This is a book I approached a year ago, so over a year ago, 1.5 years ago, and now I got it for myself, not only from the library I got it firstly from. So I will share with you a bit of this book here, and I will share with you the face of the man, the words you hear before by him. So this is Angaangaq, and it's saying here the top, ancient wisdom for people from the now. So, and this is also a gorgeous picture of him celebrating life. And this is also gorgeous. There was a meeting between Angaangaq and all the shamans from around the world, and they prayed in a big ceremony to melt the ice inside the heart of men, to make necessary change so the world can be healed from destruction and ecological disasters and so on, as well as just getting into the mood of we just have to do something, otherwise we will this will be the end of humankind eventually. So and in this part of the book, it is basically saying or telling about how ceremonies or rituals are changing our everyday life. And this is something I also experienced. I can't say that I'm a very that I'm a practitioner who practice really often, but when I do, it's really powerful. So and these little ceremonies are really gorgeous, and I will share some of them with you. I will give you a little overview of the chapters here, celebrating life, and there we have the little ceremonies for the everyday life. About getting out of bed is this first, basically saying how to start the day properly. Then we have about the bright sides of life. The next ceremony is the smile of the heart, the song of the heart, the prayer of the heart. Then we have creating your own altar, embracing yourself, about the rising of the sun, about gratitude. Then we have the breath of life, about smudging, the shamanic meditation, the shamanic breath meditation, the shamanic rattling, I guess, the holy fire, the drum of the heart, the shamanic hiking, about the moon, about storytelling, burning the tears, and going to bed. And we have the adventure, life as an adventure, so basically. And these rituals don't take a lot of time. They are quite simple and easy, and you can integrate it into your everyday life quite easily. Look at that. This is so gorgeous. This is a full moon ceremony where also the midnight sun is showing up, so this is really gorgeous. So living with the rhythm of nature. And there we have this. What he holds here is his drum, the quilaut. He tells about this quilaut a bit in videos. I put up a little video list with some videos of Angaangaq. He also speaks English, so it will be quite easy to follow him. And there is also a video where he demonstrates how he uses his quilaut as a drum and also as a kind of resonance for his voice. It sounds amazing, and the drum is also sounds incredible. So here we have the 21 ceremonies for the everyday life, and this is also good. Coming out of bed, so basically. This is helping you, this ceremony. This is always saying here for which kind of things this ceremony is helpful. Basically is helping you with the challenges of the day and bring happiness to them. And this is saying basically the right time to do this, early morning in bed before you rise, and how many minutes you need, and what you need for that, some tools or other things. This is basically only saying you need a kind of lovely supporting ringtone to call you I don't know, wecker. Maybe your smartphone can do this with some lovely nature sounds or so. So the going out of bed is not too harsh, or waking up is not too harsh. Yeah, and what's saying in here is, I'll try to read it beside around my camera. And this is, okay, he's saying basically the best thing to wake up is with some nature sound. So maybe you can, this is something I'd suggest, maybe you can do something with your smartphone or so, a lovely ringtone with a bird whistle or nature sounds to wake you up. And before you rise out of bed, you take a moment where you stretch and stretch your body, your muscles, and feel your body. You're also allowed to yawn like you want to, and then you embrace yourself. Yeah, that's what he writes here. Embrace yourself. Lay both arms around you like wings and feel you. Be tender to you and enjoy the embrace. Say to yourself how lovely it is that you are here, that you're existing. Welcome the new day. Talk to the new day and share with him that you are prepared for everything this new day brings up. That you have the courage and you will do your best. That you will have the strength that will carry you to this day. You can say this, I try to translate it, you can say this in your very own words. That's the way he also does it. So, and then you thank the divine. He tells here, and as well, you maybe saw that I switched between, in the little text I wrote to you before, that I switched between two words for the divine. Firstly, the divine and also the creator. He tells about the creator here in the book, basically, and he refers to him as he. So I thought maybe it would be also quite nice to say divine to it, so it would be a bit more neutral to this. And he basically saying to thank the divine and the trust the divine has in you. And here it's also saying what this this ceremony brings to you, or how it enriches your life. It is basically that you are able to start the day with more joy and with more positive feelings, and you bring more strength to your everyday deeds, basically. And it's strengthen you in case of every challenge you will meet on your, or in your day or during the day. And so it's helpful not to start the day with painful thoughts or this kind of BS carousel, how Kellyanne Maddox is always talking about. So this is really a nice thing here. And this is about the beauty, about the beauty in life, or the gorgeous sides of life. And this is, like you see here with the stones, it's quite similar, I guess it's a similar little ritual like one we did in the early sessions of our season of the Seeker studies, actually. It was also something related to stones or other little items. So this is basically, that is what you need for this. Stones, nuts, acorns or so, or other little things that you can wear in your pocket. That is important. And this the time is also here 10 until 15 minutes. And the right time for this is the end of the day. Okay, you take the things, the items you carry with you to the whole day, basically. What you do with these items are you count the gorgeous or the happy moments during the day, the things that happen to you during the day, um, things that brought you joy, made you laugh, basically positive things that you count during the day, and you put one little stone or what you ever want to use from one pocket into the other, and you count in that way you count your happy moments during the day. This is also something I really like, I really love. And yeah, this is something which goes on and on during the book. Here we see Angaangaq with the German translator here, and I will see if I find some. This is also gorgeous. Look how powerful this picture is. The Song of the Heart. This helps you to be truth to yourself and find yourself. And the right time for this is whenever you need it, basically. And you need a calm, undisturbed space or place to be and do this. And yeah, and this is really strong picture. So this is sometimes a bit difficult because I try to translate it at the same time I'm filming this, so it's sometimes not easy. I will give you a little overview over this book, otherwise this video will take as long as the last one, and that was a bit too long. So I will give you a little overview, and I will share the lovely pictures here. The Prayer of the Heart. This helps you to give to yourself peace, to gain more self-trust, or strengthen your self-trust, and recognize your own strength and live authentically, basically. And this is also something that you can do whenever you want to do it. So I will give you really the impression about a little impression about every ceremony, and if you want to yeah, get a bit deeper into that, if you want me to tell you a bit more about these ceremonies, then just tell me, just put something in the comments below, so I would do another separate video on that. Your wish is my command. So here we have something about creating your own sacred space or altar. Yeah, you can take for this whatever you want. This is basically completely free form after your intuition, your creativity, and so on. This is also something lovely. Embracing yourself, finding your midst, basically, and rising of the sun. This helps you to take yourself as you are and see your own beauty. And this is also, you just need a silent place at home or in nature, a candle, a few twigs for a little fire, and matches, basically. And what we else have here? So this is also gorgeous picture about gratitude. This helps you to be more grateful, and be more aware and be more at peace with yourself and with your surroundings. And it's just a minute, actually, this this thing is taking you, basically. Just a mindful thought, basically, to be to offer a bit of time of yourself to be in tune with everything and with yourself. And also I'm rambling here now because I'm searching for words. Yeah, it's basically what it is, being grateful at the very moment, at the point of time, every time you feel the need for this. Just get into yourself and give thanks to all the good things that happen to you. And this is something I really also do a lot these days. So this is really a lovely thing. It's basically a mindfulness ceremony, a mindfulness practice. This is also gorgeous here, the ice bear, the breath of life. And this is about clarity, about clear acting. And it helps you also to connect you to everything that which is surrounding you, to your environment. And you don't need a lot for this, just your breath and some moments for yourself. About smudging. This helps you to get rid of unhelpful energies and bring you into peace and into calm and into serenity. And that's basically saying what you need. Some dried leaves of sage or other herbs and matches and some place where you can sit and be quiet. The shamanic meditation helps you to focus and be clear and brings peace to you, basically. And you just need also a calm place, sacred space in nature, or where you want to do this. This is also gorgeous. Look at that. The shamanic breath meditation. And this helps you to let go of things which are burden you, basically. So, and these ceremonies are really there. You don't need really fancy stuff for this. Just yourself and maybe things nature is offering you. Shamanic rattle. So here we have it. Okay, here we need a rattle for that. So, but it's not. You don't need fancy stuff for that. So this is really, really helpful and gorgeous. Here the drum of the heart and shamanic hiking or wandering, about the moon, about storytelling, and burning your tears. So here we have it. So I will share with you some of the stuff I found about Angaangaq. There's also an English website. I will link in the description box below. I will also link in the description box below, like I did last week, the link to a modern kind of shamanic website or podcast site, which is Why Shamanism Now. I don't know, when I tried to get into on this website this very morning, it wasn't available. Maybe some problems with internet or so. I don't know. But I will share this link with you because there are a lot of really interesting and intriguing podcasts out there about the modern approach to shamanism. And this is led by Christina Pratt, which is a shamanic healer, and she was trained by or influenced by a lot of shamanic traditions around the world. So she studied several traditions for that and met people from these or those traditions. So this is also a very juicy website, a very juicy podcast site, and you can gain a lot of these of this website. So I will put that in the description box below. So I hope you like this time really only half an hour. I just want to be a bit quicker with that this time. I hope you like this little journey into shamanic wisdom. And just tell me if you want to have a closer look on some of the ceremonies. I will be happy to share it with you. And next time we will be into water, and I can give you a little hint. It will be about shadow work and self-love. These were the topics I had when I studied the element of water within my Season of the Seeker studies. So look up, watch for that, because I will show you a gorgeous movie and 2 really gorgeous books. So I wish you a fine start in the week to the week or in the week. I wish you all the best. Merry part,